I feel like I'm in a hurry, but I'm not. It's just 9:40 and low tide's 11:30, and I'm back here at the Rock, I think it's called. Could be La Hock, I always get those mixed up, but I'm walking out to the Seymour Tower, and the tide hasn't gone out quite far enough yet, so I'm going to have a cup of coffee at the little shack before I go. It's quite busy down here at the tower this morning. Because the tide's not out for a bit longer. I'm going to have a bacon and egg roll and a cup of tea before I go. So, after being an idiot again, and just going, oh, there's the tower, walk out to it, get out, about halfway, realise I'm not going to get to that tower anyway, there's too many gullies and everything, and even allowing for the tide to go right down. And then I realised it was the wrong one anyway, bloody round one. I'm after the square one, which you can now see in the background. Change cameras. So I'm parked over there and I'm walking out. It's quite an easy walk actually, and it's an hour before low tide, and I'm going to be out there in about 20 minutes, I'd say. Have a look around, come back. Got my walking stick with me. This just helps you take big steps over the slippery bits. I think it's going to be a dry walk all the way. I brought a pair of shoes. Well, there we go. And these are my runners. I've got a plastic bag to put them in. A spare pair of socks and other shoes on, because after this I'll go straight up to the airport. Still on my way out to the tower, but turning around from time to time. The view's amazing. Got right over there to St Catherine's Breakwater. Gory Castle on the headland, and then look how close together the Martello Towers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start that again. So we've got Gory Castle covering the bay. We've got one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one that I started to walk out to, which is wrong, 6, and then out to sea, number 7. Out here nearly at the tower at the base of it, and these are the sorts of tidal rock pools and channels that we used to low tide fish. You see 3 or 4 lads pick up, roll most of those rocks over. There'd be things, fish and things, crabs hiding under. And here we have Seymour Tower. Seymour was, what was he in charge of? I don't think he was governor of the island, but he was maybe commander of the defence or one particular part of it. And he was in charge of them building these towers around the coast to prevent any further invasion by the French. So they did come in, I think I said 1791, but it's 1781, when the then governor of the island actually surrendered to the French forces. But it was a guy called Pearson, Major Pearson, something like that. He rallied the troops together and retook the offensive, got himself killed, but not a bad effort. Anyway, this is the only square one. I've only been out. I'm going to go around the other side because the sun's coming from that side, and come back and go up the stairs. This is the only square one that was built. Don't know why, and it's named after him, Seymour Tower. It does seem to be about the grandest as well. to the top of this rise, and you can actually see France today. I'm not going to say quite clearly because I've seen it more clear or clearer, and you can actually rent out that now. It's owned by the Jersey National Trust, and you can come out and stay overnight. It's self-catering. Using the actual natural rock as foundation. Gory further rocks and things over there, and France in the distance. The rocks and this sort of low tide rocky base goes virtually all the way to France. It's not surprising they think they should own it. You can see the power station tower. Anyway, let's go up this tower. Wouldn't really like to be charging up these steps trying to attack the place. Yeah, 1782, so that's 1 year after the French were repelled. Looks like if you stay out here you're allowed to bait a pot. This is a nice view, Daddy. Plenty of place to play out here. You see the buildings on the coast of France over there. Let's see if I can view from up there. Would be good. Anyway, let's see. So, foreign country over there. St. Malo, Corsair Raiders. I've just climbed up these ladder steps up to the door so I could get a better, higher view. Not alone. There's a couple with their dog heading back from here as I arrived, and there's a couple of blokes here, a couple over there. Because this is the ideal day to walk out here. It's quite a low tide and it's the right time of day. You can come out at a reasonable time. Seymour Tower is 1.2 miles from shore. Check the tide before walking in this area. Large tidal range in this area. Use the refuge towers if trapped. I'm guessing that means the refuge tower, which is, I'll walk past it actually. There's the refuge. Just standing out the back waiting for my shuttle bus. They come in low and slow from every country in the world. Just bought my duty free. But I'm in the Qantas lounge, and there's a lovely array of breakfast here which just stimulated my biological grazing mode and everything about me is screaming, eat, 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 because it's good. There's no extra charge. But it's only 9:45. It's only 9:45 and I do 16-hour fasts. So I finished eating last night about, I don't know, 7:30, something like that. And I'm pretty sure that in the Qantas business area of the aeroplane, they'll be plying me with really nice foods and wines. And it's a 16-hour non-stop flight. But there's a bed there. I've always wanted to travel the bed across the world, so we take off about 11:20. I imagine they'll serve lunch. They might even serve an aperitif, which I shall enjoy. I'm going to treat it like a Wednesday lunch. Start drinking and eating and nibbling and just go gently through the entire afternoon. And then when about 10 hours to go, I shall hit the sack and hopefully wake up in Darwin tomorrow, ready to rock and roll, although it'll probably be bedtime there. We'll see. Only a couple of days in Darwin and then down to Adelaide, where I've just arranged to pick up my dog, and he'll hopefully turn up on Friday and we'll go for a nice run and a walk in Clonley.